What's up, y'all? This is Durag Rico, man. In this video, we're gonna be talking about some shows adapted from video games that are getting some season 2s. First, we're gonna start off with one that's hottest right now. We talking about The Last of Us season 2. People are roasting Bella Ramsey because she doesn't look exactly like Ellie from the games. Y'all are goofy sweethearts. Bella, don't worry about these people out here showing all this criticize. The picture is funny when they have it covering up like the whole face, covered up the whole cover, because it reminds me of Teen Titans when it shows their whole face and then the background. Shout out to Bella Ramsey for playing Ellie in such a way, because she is displaying the ironic admiration that she has for Joel, because she despises him, but she is just like him in many ways. That's what makes it so good. The show is coming through with all types of twists that us fans of the game are seeing that are new to us. And it's showing familiar stuff that a lot of people are about to be shocked about, or they're already shocked about, that we've been knowing about for years. I'm happy that this story is being told somewhere else besides games. I'm happy that it's reaching to a wider audience, because you know what I'm saying, us gamers been knowing about the shocking moments. I ain't finna spoil anything here. Shout out to everybody who's discovering this crazy shit that's going on. Y'all still have much more in store. I can't wait till we get to the hospital. That's all I'm gonna say. The Last of Us season 2, it's gonna be another hit. One thing that I'm worried about, I put it in like one of my first videos was talking about The Last of Us when the first season dropped. My only worry is, are they gonna try to go even further, or are they gonna wrap it up and move on to something else? Because The Last of Us game series only has 2 entries in the series, and if we about to I heard they're about to split this season up. And if they split the season up, then I guess they're gonna give themselves more time. But I hope, if people are demanding more, they're gonna be like, hey, we don't even have any more source material to go off of. I don't know if they're gonna freestyle it and make something up, or it's gonna be like Neil Druckmann still involved with extending the story past that. On to the next season 2, man. We talking about Devil May Cry got greenlit for season 2 on Netflix. I already talked about it in a video. It's probably gonna be a link somewhere around here. I talked about the way how I felt about the series, but we're about to reply to some comments on that video. Shout out to everybody for replying with so much passion. I don't have no disses or anything, but I am gonna reply in this video to y'all's comments, like I said in my comment that I put, because I'm not finna type up all that shit in front of you. But anyways, man, let's see what we got, man. If I'm pronouncing any of y'all names wrong, shit, I don't know, man. Put the shit off up in the comments below, man. Let's go, man. I'm tagging all of y'all too, not out of disrespect, but out of awareness, man. Let's get it. Retry Music. Just wish Dante didn't go from so strong to so weak randomly, and wish they didn't totally cut Lady's reason for being in the story in the first place. The blood. I think this new show was sick as hell. Thanks for appreciating the show. I appreciated the show also. I had to say, man, you, as a fan in the games, Dante's cutscene power is insane compared to what we do in the game. We talking about him jumping up stories, getting shot and stabbed many times. If you're playing on certain difficulty modes, it is certain death if you get stabbed by like 5 people at one time, especially when you go to the later entries in the series, like 4 and then 5. It gets pretty crazy. So I don't know, it's more accurate to me that he gets random spikes of endurance and ability when it comes to and the whole anime is pretty much a cutscene. But yeah, man, shout out to you. Let's go to the next one. Dragrius, he says, bro, the fact that the Red Queen is in the opening gives me hope for the time skips. Hey man, that's you did pretty good not going into spoiler territory. I feel the exact same way. Like I said, when you see those swords in the field at the entry, it is foreshadowing that they have plans to extend into later entries, instead of just giving us this first season. I was like, it's just a taste, and it's a setup for what can come next. Let's go to the next one, man. Shout out to you. I think his name is Gundammit. I don't know. It's gonna be right there somewhere. It's gonna be around here somewhere. I actually like this so far. Shout out to you, man. We need positivity in the world, man. I can read out these comments because I'm not that popping. I only got a few I only have like a few comments, so this is good. If I had like hundreds of comments, I'm not gonna be able to get to all of them, but let's keep going. Deniki, if I'm pronouncing that right. Agreed. I think this was great. I just finished it last night. I think it's a fantastic adaptation. I love all the little nods to the games, even including Ninja Theory's DMC. They even referenced Tony Redgrave, Dante's original developed name when DMC was originally going to be a Resident Evil game, and Lucia. I hated DMC too, but it was cool to see her. Hell, even seeing Virgil in his Nilo Angelo form was cool as hell. And I further agree with you, the 2007 anime was whack. I'm excited for more. Season 2 finna be fire. Shout out to you for the positivity once again, man. Thanks for agreeing, cause I got a feeling there's gonna be some disagreements coming up. But yeah, man, we got to see Lucia. We got to see Nilo Angelo. It's nice to see these things adapted and at least acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to see so much stuff acknowledged throughout the series to let us know that, hey, we got stuff across every part that could possibly be coming forward. Let's go to the next one, man. Let's go to the next one. Mr. Gons. This is all my opinion. Feel free to pin it if you want to joke around, but I see most people agreeing with me. I think the problem I have with this series is the characterization. Sure, the action is good, but the story is bad. Johnny Young Bosch spent enough time with Ruben Langdon to know how Dante acts. Dante. Alright. But shout out to Dover. But the show couldn't decide whether he was strong or weak. The power scaling is everywhere. Lady, one of my favorite characters, got girl bossed into the sun. They gave her a similar backstory, but they took away the reason she was plot relevant. In DMC3, her blood is one of the keys to open the gates of hell housed in the Tim and the Group, but in a Netflix show, you literally could have switched her out for any other member of the squad and it wouldn't have made a difference. The music was a terrible choice. I love the Tony Hawk games. I played them growing up and I plan to get 3 and 4 when it comes out. But DMC and Tony Hawk are two different vibes, and to swap out the soundtracks is disrespectful at the very least. Also, Limp Bizkit, really? Out of all the iconic rock of the era, they chose the most trash? Why? I'ma take it a step further. The beat song on Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water is the one for Mission Impossible 2, and it's not even that good. Also, the refugee plotline was really dumb and preachy, and I'm saying that as a member of a refugee family. My family are all refugees, and we thought it'd be a disservice to the shit that legitimate refugees go through. Legitimately cringe as fuck. This is an essay. Let's go. Let's take it piece by piece. Let's see. The characterization. He's saying he wants him to be like Ruben Langdon's Dante. Hey man, Johnny Young Bosch is a vet in the game. I have no issues with the Dante in this series. I'm not asking for a direct copy of in-game Dante, because if you notice, playing throughout the series, it's been pretty consistent with Ruben Langdon, but Dante's personality has been like different, from like major differences to slight differences throughout every entry in the series. In the first Devil May Cry, Dante is much more, you know what I'm saying? Of course he had a different voice actor. I forgot the voice actor's name. I like that voice though. The one who did it in the original Devil May Cry. But if you notice, Dante is like, he's cocky, but he's like a lot less loud with his cockiness. Like you can sense that it's there, but it's not as pronounced as 3. You know, 3 was like punk Dante. Like shirtless punk Dante. And then we got Devil May Cry 2 where Dante barely says anything. Whenever you have characters across different media, like when you have characters across different media, man, sometimes it's not gonna be a copy, like it's an adaptation. It's like we taking these things from this thing that you know, and it's about to be made and expressed in a different way. So hey man, they got I'm gonna say they got the basics down. They got style and they got cocky goofiness down. And that's what Dante has been for like 3, 4, and 5. Cocky, stylish, and goofy. And then with Lady, girl bossed into the sun. I gotta be honest, bro, I don't even know what girl boss even means. Like, if I had to take a guess at girl boss, somebody let me know in the comments below. Does girl boss mean like a female character that's strong or like defiant or something like that, or a female character that's like, I don't know, she's like constantly like she like overpowered, I don't know. like overbearing or something like that. I don't know, man. Like, I don't even know what girl boss means. I just remember that lady is that girl that was like, you know, blasting Dante in the face and like not wanting any help from him in Devil May Cry 3 when she got introduced, but eventually, you know what I'm saying, she comes around, you know what I'm saying? She sit up there chilling and crying in the game. This is gonna lead me to something. It's probably gonna answer a lot of these questions that's like these comments that's coming up. If you look at the Devil May Cry series, the games are kind of intangible to each other. Like, we have a few things that are relative, like Virgil across a lot of stuff, Dante and Sparta. Those are like the most consistent things across the whole series. They trying to line up, if I had to put my guess on it, they're trying to line up these seasons to have some type of continuity to them. When you criticize the story for having the refugee thing, this refugee thing lines up the invasion of like the army into the demon world, and like they haven't said anything about it, but I'm willing to bet that that has something to do with Dante fighting demonic tanks and helicopters later on, because in Devil May Cry 2 we fighting like demonic military like vehicles. So that's like my guess with that. Like, if you like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta expand your mind a little bit. Let's keep on going. The music is a terrible choice, you say. Most of the time when we make stuff, whenever you make stuff, you always have stuff that you wish you could put into the project that you're working on. If you can't, you're probably gonna do something close and you're gonna have that vibe to it. I can imagine Dante listening to some Limp Bizkit while eating like pizza. Right now, it seems like we on the road to like playing When Worlds Collide, when Dante and Virgil like finally meet each other. If I hear Power Man 5000's When Worlds Collide, when Dante and Virgil fight, I might do a backflip in the living room. Do with that what you will. That's what I got to say about that, man. But let's go to the next. Spanish Inquisition. Shout out to you. I hate what they did with Lady, what they did to demons as a concept, what they did to the timeline and the tech they introduced. But most of all, I hate the wasted potential. Like with Lady, giving her rocket boots. Really? She had both a grappling hook and, more importantly, a mother flipping surf on her rockets. Oh, and more importantly, can mother flipping surf on her rockets. My bad. You telling me they needed to make her a wannabe Samus Aran to make it work? Shout out to Metroid, man. Shout out, yeah, man. Shout out to Samus. Also, Lucia, you know she's a demon. Spoilers, I guess. Yet, Lady didn't suss her out. Somehow, and on that note, that bullocks with the demons all having a chest tumor, Trish is a demon too. Let's just say we'd see it easily if it was there. And the refugees, god damn it, they had zero respect for the source material. If you want good oppressed demons, use Bayonetta, not DMC. Or at least use the DMC4 cult instead of the flippin' Catholic Church. Have some basic subtlety, man. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to make sure that I don't be saying the same shit for like every comment. Giving Lady rocket boots. What's wrong with some rocket boots, man? You know, she's not finna be like, you know, super demonic jumping everywhere. Is it wrong with her getting something new? If Dante got some rocket boots in the game, I wouldn't mind. She runs and jumps around with a rocket launcher in the game. And I'm talking about she jumping at least 2 stories in the air with a rocket launcher. I mean, come on. I don't know where the vitriol is coming from that. Saying Lucia, she's a demon and she wasn't able to suss her out. Like, Lady in the show, she couldn't tell that Dante was a demon. So, you know, maybe the demons started finding ways to make better disguises to humans. You know what I'm saying? Better than the ones that Lady was trained to research. With the refugees, same thing I said earlier. Yeah, refugees trying to line up some. I already talked about the refugees a second ago. Let's go to the next comment. Wolf RangJah. Shout out to you once again. There's 2 problems. Lady shouldn't be able to touch Dante, let alone out a bomb in his neck. Alright. Dante is a Superman type level when it comes to speed, strength, and intelligence. 2. How the fuck are nukes effective in literal hell? I don't know how Addy got screwed up, because in the games it's obvious humans and our weapons are barbecue chicken. Outside of those things, the show was fire. Shout out to you for commenting. Number 1, Lady should be able to touch Dante. Like I said, we lining stuff up. It was annoying that Dante kept getting caught up in traps. They display him as like super young rookie right now, man. Like, this is his first time ever dealing with some humans that put together a task force that would train to hunt demons. I guess this is his first time running into that, man. Maybe he'll be like better equipped for this in the future. I mean, he did fall for it like more than once, the okey doke, but hey, hopefully he learns from his mistakes and trusting these people, man. And then number 2, nukes being effective in hell. That just goes back to, man, hey man, I think that we finna see demonic helicopters and tanks coming up soon. But yeah, man, shout out to you once again. Next! All right, man, shout out to Glenn something. Shout out to you, man. You did not like the Wesker clones. I think he talking about the Wesker clones. I referred that Wesker was played by Lance Reddick up on the Resident Evil Netflix series. Like I said, he did his job, but that show had already just lost me. The show had already just lost me when they started coming with like musical episodes and shit like that. That shit was crazy. One dude is Blade, and Oki's dad, and the rest are what the fuck? That was the only thing I liked about that show. Alright, bro, you just talking about the Resident Evil show, and I already just explained it. That show had lost me, man. I appreciate the comment though, but yeah, man, it had lost me. Alex and Arvin Karsteinzerovi. Shout out to you for commenting. Your name is a sentence or a couple of names put together. I know I pronounced it disgustingly. They got the right voices and the jokes, plus the music, but they rewrote way too much. I think that he is saying that there are big differences between the anime and the source material. Like me, I'm willing to see how it lines up and it flows through the rest of the series. How is Nero gonna get introduced? How are we gonna show these other characters? Is Lucia gonna come back around? Is like Lady gonna be a part, like one of Dante's co-workers at the Devil May Cry service office? Where is Trish gonna come in at? All right, let's go. Rand, I'm just gonna put Rand. Shout out to Rand for commenting. You asked for the haters, here I am. Now, I ain't got no nostalgia on the games or anything. I literally just finished the first 3 games during the week before the anime's release, and the anime was fucking torture. Torture. What can I say? Liking mid is not for everybody. Oh wow, there's references to the franchise is adapting off and uses some remixes of the game's official soundtracks and some new ones, so the show is pretty good. Eating up fan service like a fish to the bait. Laughing my ass off. Basic as Americans bad. Demons are actually good. Plot. My second favorite character of the franchise, Lady, fucking ruined. And boy oh boy, don't fucking get me started on the power scale. And a human with some good combat skills and boots with the booster is keeping up with the son of Sparta. The same guy that noticed and saved 2 humans in the span of an oil truck already through the window of the shop, and a second away from hitting the ground can keep up with some boosters on the shoe. And somehow Lady always seems to get the upper hand on him. Just cause translating it to a new medium is hard don't mean they can get away with being trash. That's the same arguments as the motherfuckers that say, do you know how hard animation is? Why don't you go animate then? LOL. Devil May Cry, more like Lady May Swear. Bro, man, shout out to you. You were typing so hard that it was like, you know, a couple of mistypes. This is mostly opinion, and most of the stuff I already answered. I'm looking for something that I haven't answered yet. Power scaling, come on, man. Cutscene power is always crazy for damn near every character in the Devil May Cry series. If you go look at Arkham in Devil May Cry 3, and you like think whenever he transforms into Jester and stuff, like you sitting back like, how the fuck is he doing this? Dante is always having like ups and downs with his powers, especially compared to cutscenes and depending on who has that controller when you're playing with him. Like you seen some of them Royal Guard videos, that shit gets insane. Lady May Swear, hey man, come on man. You said, let's see, you said Lady was your favorite character and she's ruined. The Lady getting the upper hand. I don't know if it's gonna be like an ongoing gag of Dante, like the women that he either allows to get close to him to be like, you know what I'm saying, always screwing him over. It is a running thing in the game series that the women that Dante runs into at first always hit him with the okey doke. Like, you know what I'm saying, Trish stabs him in the chest in the first Devil May Cry. Lady, of course, I think she uppercuts him with a motorcycle, I think. We go into the next comment. Man, I got a lot more comments than I thought. Shout out to the starters of Salamander, man. This is what it says. People be complaining like if it wasn't from Netflix, songs pretty much butchered, Lady's character obliterated, remaking demons bad intensities. Guys, some of them are good as plot or whatever, but I kind of enjoyed it. Also, more women screen time than Dante, which also very much sucks. I think this is translated. This had to be translated. I don't know, man. Like with the screen time, Dante is like not really a serious character. Dante is a vehicle for the player in the games. Most of the time when we see him, he's like, huh, ha, huh, ha, and doing moves and stuff like that. So a lot of times, whenever you make stuff like that, that probably wouldn't translate well into an anime. If we had like 30-minute episodes of Dante making fighting noises, you could go watch fighting compilations on YouTube for that. Like if you want to go see like some triple S rank combat, you're gonna need a lot more characters to carry the show other than Dante, because like trying to go like strictly like with gameplay type scenes without like, you know what I'm saying, some fill-in exposition, some character building, some character development all around him with a whole cast of characters in the show, it would be like dry, one-dimensional. That's all I got to say about that, man. This is like translated, so it tried with the English, but it just like, it looked cluttered to me. But shout out to you for commenting though. Damian Baxter, 3 things. Switching the music from industrial metal to unmetal shows lack of understanding. Number 2, making a huge part of the plot a political reference to the Iraq war is stupid and dated. Number 3, establishing there are good demons destroys the entire plot. The entire reason Sparta is a legend is because demons are all evil. Alright, man, shout out to you for the passionate answer. Switching the music from industrial metal, like I said, man, I want to hear Power Man 5000 when worlds collide sometime later in this show, hopefully. I don't even know the difference between industrial metal and I guess that's unmetal. I don't even know what that means. I'm not like that deep into like the subgenres of metal. I think of Dante as a rock star, and I think of Dante as a dude that would pop up in a like flashy ass 2001 video. That's literally look like his fashion comes from, the way how he moves around. If you look back at even like somebody like the way how Michael Jackson moves, Dante adopts that into his fighting styles in later games and in cutscenes. If you go look it up, it's not just about, you know what I'm saying, the metal, it's about the vibes. And to me, Dante is a demon slayer who has the imagery of a rock star. If you look at the front of every cover to Devil May Cry, his poses are like rock star poses. They look like album covers. Number 2, with the Iraqi war and all that stuff, political stuff, I think it's gonna get political because we're gonna have political figures whenever you get into that, whenever you get stuff from that Devil May Cry 2, whenever you get stuff from that part of the game. And then like when you start getting into the cult part, the DMC4, establishing that good demons are, that there are good demons destroys the entire plot. You are contradicting yourself. Sparta is a demon. Shout out to you for all the answers, man. Shout out to you for that 3-piece answer right there, that 3-piece comment. Let's go. Hold on. Whoa. Let me read this for a second, because this dude commented twice. I ain't know that. Oh, never mind. All right. That's just, I'm only doing the first comment. I'm not gonna go into the replies because this will be like a 1,000-minute, like I don't have enough time, y'all. But shout out to Rots. It disrespected the series. That's why this project will never have peace, because it's soulless and people can tell. No need to argue about it. Nature tends to sort these things out in time. I'ma just keep waiting for DMC 6 and act like this show doesn't exist. God damn, man. Like I once said, whenever things get adapted, you gotta let it have its own flavor, man. Like, I'm a fan of the animated Spider-Man series that was in the 90s, and I'm a fan of Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. They have 2 different flavors. That is that time when he had web shooters organically shooting out of his wrists versus web shooters that were mechanically made by him. And I'm also a fan of Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm a fan of the Ultimate Spider-Man video game, where Peter is like damn near like a preteen. We talking like almost like, I don't know, like 14 years old, like little Spider-Man running around. Those are different flavors across different adaptations of Spider-Man, the same IP, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want Dante to be limited to somebody who wants the adaptation to be, if it's not like this, I don't want it, it's trash. That's just like saying, if Ultimate Spider-Man isn't just like the Spider-Man from the Like if Spider-Man never had different flavors across different adaptations, we'd be looking at that same like Silver Age comic stuff where he had like before Todd McFarlane got into Spider-Man and started making the extreme eyes, and people like, what if people were like, I hate the way how Todd McFarlane draws Spider-Man. We don't need that no more. That's disrespectful. Throw it in the trash. I don't even want to acknowledge like the webs with the twists around them. I don't want to acknowledge none of that. This is what you're doing, man. Shout out to you for the comment though. Team Fiasco up next. For Tor Point, there were fans involved. I disagree. Although there are plenty of plants references and Easter eggs, overall the show wasn't bad, but for me it wasn't DMC. It's too clean. I miss a lot of jokes and goofiness over the top. It's DMC light with plenty of memory. For me, it needed a lot more emphasis on Dante himself and a lot more violence and gore. Alright, I want to say that this might be translated. Shout out to you for the passion, but let's go. You say you miss a lot of jokes and goofy. Come on, one of my favorite parts of the show is when they shooting and then Dante like ends up next to them and he's shooting next to them and they're all shooting at the wall together and he says, who we shooting at? Come on, man, you're fucking crazy for not even acknowledging that. You said it needed a lot more emphasis on Dante himself. Like I said, I mean, we spend hours with Dante in the game and we mostly hear grunts, you know what I'm saying, sly remarks if you're using the taunts and all the stuff that he says when he does these moves. Hey, you need a cast of characters and the story has to be built around the cast that you have, whether it's primary characters, secondary characters, a nice villain to get the polarity of the series together for a hot minute, and a lot more violence and gore. Come on, man. I mean, Dante got his face ripped off, burnt off, whatever that was that he had to heal from. Plenty of people getting stabbed, arms and stuff cut off, whole teams getting executed viscerally. I don't know if we've seen the same thing, man. You probably fell asleep or you probably accidentally skipped the episode or something, but it was plenty of violence and gore from where I'm sitting at. We're gonna go to the next comment. The dude is named YT Sucks Madi. Shout out to you for that hilarious name. Show's flawed for sure, but not busted or broken. I'm hyped for season 2, and I hope they fix the issues involved in season 1. Knew immediately that a lot of fans would take issue with the soundtrack. No inclusion of any Dante's themes, but I felt Limp Bizkit worked for the tones and whatnot. Shout out to the positive comment, man. It's not gonna be perfect. Thanks for being hyped for season 2. I feel the same way. Let's go to the next comment and the last comment. Matthew Lugo. It's trash. I'm sorry you need action to keep your eyes on the screen. You a baby? You need someone to jingle some keys to keep your attention? And that's how he ended the comment. Oh no, man, you started pointing the gun at me. You are such a sweetheart, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. You are such a sweetheart, man. Thank you for taking time to put a comment on that video, man. You are the sweetest commenter I have ever seen in my short YouTube career. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see more comments like this from all the sweethearts out there. But anyways, man, we finna move on to the last but not least season 2 that's coming soon, man. We talking about Twisted Metal season 2. Anthony Mackie playing John Doe. Spoilers for Twisted Metal season 1. I got a video talking about it. Feel free to click on whatever link is finna pop up. But anyways, Twisted Metal season 1 had an excellent car combat scene at the end of the season. If anything in season 1 indicated, season 2 has so much in store for us. We already got it set up just right for the at least tour of the USA. I don't know if they're gonna go international sometime. We already got setups for being introduced to Calypso. We got different characters that can make other appearances. We had so many appearances in the first season, but we still have plenty more characters that were foreshadowed on the computer screen. So yeah, man, I'm ready for Twisted Metal season 2, man. Shout out to like that's all I got to say about Twisted Metal season 2. This is like more just like an appreciation for what's coming soon. You know what I'm saying? I got the shit that's hot, the shit that got confirmed due to the reception of the first season, and I got the stuff that's coming soon. That sounds like a pretty nice solid video to me. Shout out to Black Mirror, new season just dropped. They always acknowledge the video game culture in every season, for better or worse. Feel free to go watch that. If y'all have any suggestions of like TV shows that are like based on video games that are you know what I'm saying, that are getting more based on their good reception and everything, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Shout out to everybody for watching this. If you like the vibes, go ahead and like and subscribe. I'm gonna catch y'all later in the next video. I always drop a video of me talking shite on camera to show y'all that I'm not a bot. And yeah, man, y'all be safe though.